my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing today? How's everybody doing? Did I do all of it? I didn't. He is an idiot, though, isn't he? Welcome in, everybody. We had a press conference today. I didn't even know they were going to do it. It was kind of unexpected. So, but before we get into everything, let me just see here. Welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. Sorry, my eyes bother me a little bit there, but I am so glad that you guys are back at the channel. Thank you for joining me for another live. I do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tanya and this is Titanium Built. Welcome on in. And to everyone that's returning, thank you. Thanks again. If you're wondering what we do here on the channel, we talk true crime cases, we break them down, we read documents, focus on the facts, things like that, right? And if that's something that you're into, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and all that stuff. Ring the bell for engagement, all that stuff. So today we're going to talk about Spencer and Monique's case. There was a press conference today that Franklin County Police, Columbus Police Department came out and they did. So we're going to go over that and a couple other things that I found that I thought were pretty interesting. So we'll say hi to people in the chat and then we'll get started. And let me get the chat up on the screen for you. I wonder if it's better to do it big because it's not very big. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Bucci Mane. How you doing? Hey, Jen. Hey, Happy Cappy. Hey, Ethel. Welcome in. Hey, Catherine. There's me. Oh my God, there's me. Happy Cappy's in here and Cole and Kelly. Welcome on in. Hey, CJK. It's good to see everybody. Hey, Nate. Hey, DM. Well, it's good to see you, Skylar. Thank you guys all for being here. For somewhere in time. Oh, I had to really read that. That's bad, isn't it? I've got one monovision. I've got the one eye. Speaking of which, just really quick, I'll tell you a quick little story. This girl does content on the platform, and she has one eye like I do, and she just changes out her prosthetic eye. That's all she really does. She like these really weird ones, and this girl gets like millions of views on her videos. So if you catch me doing some weird stuff, that just keep scrolling or watch. Either way. I'm just kidding. I don't think I could do it. It was making me squirm watching her. And I'm like, I have the same problem. Why am I squirming? So I think is everybody caught up with the case? We probably are all caught up, but there is a little timeline that we have. So I thought we would go over it. It's only from December 30th through the 12th. So it's not terribly long. And it'll get everybody kind of up to speed on what's going on. We've done a couple lives over the last few days on this case. We've been in the area. So if you want to see some of that footage, make sure you check out the playlist as well. So Michael McKee, of course, we all know who he is now. He was charged with premeditated aggravated murder in the deaths of Spencer and Monique Tempe in connection to the deaths of his ex-wife and her husband. He is alleged to have shot and killed the couple, which we know that. I don't think that they said in the press conference today exactly how many how many bullets Spencer took, compared to Monique. I think we know that's probably 2 to 1, but I don't think they said in the press conference. But McKee was booked into the jail on Saturday. Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. They went and got him in Illinois after police released security footage earlier this week of a person of interest walking in an alley near the couple's home between the window of time in which the investigators believed they were attacked. And they believe they have it down to the minute. So either, I don't know how they have it down to the minute right now, unless it was picked up on some sort of like monitor. They were wearing maybe a device, like a tracking, like a monitor device, like an Oura Ring, Apple Watch, Fitbit, like something like that, which a lot of people do have those. We could look at actually a couple pictures to see if she has, see if Monique or Spencer have one on, but that would give you a time, right? But I'm trying to think of other things that would give you like a definitive time, right? Hey, Deanne. Sowers, France. Wow. Hey, Ashley Higgins. Oh, we love you too. Hey, Marcella. Didn't see you come in. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, Jess. I don't know if I said hi to you. Welcome in, everyone. And if you guys could think of another thing, or I was thinking, and this would just be like, I guess this would give you a time in a way. If, let's say he went in through the front window right there where the Victorian doors are, let's just say, for sakes, or even the back door. And then let's say he exited the front door, not realizing that they did have a Ring doorbell, which would be kind of stupid not to know that, but criminals are normally dumb. So, that could set off the Ring doorbell, but you would think that they would have like caught him just like that, because like that would have had his like image on it, right? So I don't think that's it. So he was booked into the jail, and it says that these are the timeline of events. Columbus police so on December 30th is when everything happened. Columbus police were called on a well-being check around 10 a.m. in the 1400 block of North 4th Street after coworkers and friends reported they had not heard from the couple. And I'm going to take you guys on a drive like all around this whole area too here in a little bit. I have that, some videos for you. And hopefully they're not too shaky because there's a lot of potholes in Ohio. Several coworkers of Spencer, a dentist who practiced at the clinic in Athens, called 911 after he failed to show up for work and could not be reached. Callers told dispatchers the lack of contact was out of character and raised concerns that something may have happened to the family. According to the 911 calls released by authorities, coworkers reported being unable to reach either Spencer or Monique and said the situation was becoming increasingly concerning. I'm wondering, those coworkers were there awfully quick, right? I could see it though, because he's a dentist. He probably has patients waiting in the office. His staff probably doesn't know what to tell the patients. The staff's probably getting worried. But at the same time, maybe something did happen, right? Like between Monique and Michael, and he said something about it at work. Now, I don't know if he would do that, but they were there really quick, which there's some good friends. So, if I didn't have Vincent, I'd be on the floor for a year before someone came to check on me. Oh yeah, they were all about the cameras. Yeah, and there was a lot of cameras. We went through the neighborhood, and there were, but then again, there weren't at the same time. Like in some places, like you would go blocks and nobody would have a doorbell camera, but then you would go up a little bit and everybody would have a doorbell camera. It was like, well, if he went this way, he didn't canvass the area, I guess, good enough, did he? Probably, there's going to be Google searches, I bet. So it says police initially checked the home. No, they didn't. Additional 911 calls were made as coworkers and friends gathered at the house, reporting they could hear children inside but were unable to get anyone to answer the door. A friend later gained entry to the home and found Spencer's body. Now, see, I wonder how he gained entry. Did he know the code? Because why would he wait Like, right, okay, so you're sitting outside and you're hearing kids crying, right? I think if you knew the code, you would immediately go in. Even if Spencer and Monique were there, right? You would be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, you would worry about that later. You'd be like, we've been knocking on the door for, forever, and the kids are crying, and we couldn't find you guys. So I used the code that you gave me, and I came in. I just don't see that being, I don't know. That's a good question, CJK. That's a really good question. I bet you I have a whole timeline, but it would take me forever probably to find it. Let's go down to the day. Okay, so these are the calls. I know that they pronounced him. Okay, so they pronounced him deceased at 10:11. Okay, 10:05, police respond, and the friends called at 10:04. So, like, yeah, 10:04 to 10:04.34 seconds, and then at 10:05 it says Columbus responded. And then by 10:11 they had pronounced both victims deceased. So it's pretty quick. Right? Like, how did he get in? I don't think the 4-year-old would probably know how to work the door. Maybe. But I bet there's probably a child like proofing on there or something. I would assume, right? I would assume. I don't know. But I mean, from what I heard, and I would have to hear the tape back, but someone was saying that in the 911 call, you could hear the caller say something like "go down the stairs" or something, and you could hear like kids crying or go or something like that, to the point where it was like it made you think that whoever it was, like, they saw the children and they got them downstairs and away from it. But I don't know. And then I was thinking today, this is just me thinking, right? What if, like, okay, hearing a 9mm go off, it's going to be loud. I'm surprised the neighbors didn't hear it. I'm wondering if he either used like a silencer of some sort, whether it was homemade or bought. Like, even to wake the children up. You would think that would wake like the 4-year-old up. And even the baby, you'd think it would wake the baby up just enough to like cry, right? So is that what he said? I see a body. So I'm wondering if, and this is just me thinking, like, what if, and this is weird, but what if Michael, and this is like a conspiracy too, like, what if he took the kids like downstairs so they wouldn't wake up? I don't know. I just don't know how they slept through it. I'm glad they did. I'm so glad they did. That's like, how you have like a little thing, it's called thank God for God. That's the silver lining in all of this, is that hopefully those kids didn't see, well, we know the 1-year-old probably didn't see anything, but hopefully the 4-year-old didn't see anything, doesn't know anything. Tell her when it's time, and there's therapy and everything involved. So the neighbor did hear. Wow, I didn't hear that part. That might have been in the press conference. I might have missed that. They might have had white noise machines. You're right, Jen. See, that's why I like coming live. I'm always like, I'm gonna do a pre-recorded, and I'm like, no, go live, because you guys are really smart. And you guys are smart. But this was an older. We're still in the 30s. So at this time, no, weapon was found at the scene, so that's when they ruled out, like a murder suicide. So investigators said no weapon, no signs of forced entry, which is so weird. According to a Columbus police report, detectives found spent 9mm shell casings at the scene. And didn't I tell y'all he was going to keep the murder weapon? I did. Columbus police began seeking the public's help, asking, this on January 2nd, asking that anyone who may have video, photos, or any other digital evidence related to the incident to submit it using a specialized QR code. The area in question ranged from Summit Street, which is like, I think it goes 4th, and then there like Alley, and then Hamlet, and then Summit maybe, to North Grant Avenue and East 7th to East 11th Avenue. The initial time frame police were interested in was midnight to 9 a.m. on December 30th. Crazy thing is, this area right here that they're asking for, like 11th Avenue, 7th, those areas, they just got redone. So, like, if this happened 2 years ago or 3 years ago, those buildings weren't even there. Like, they wouldn't have had any, you know what I mean, like any photos of anything or like video, unless they had it out on the street. So later that day, Spencer and Monique's family released a statement. And this is the full statement here. Our family is devastated by the tragic and senseless loss of Spencer and Monique. They were extraordinary people whose lives were filled with joy, love, joy, and deep connection to others. Spencer was a devoted and proud father, a loving partner, and a friend to everyone he met. He didn't have malpractice suits on him. He was intelligent, warm, and endlessly welcoming. A graduate at The Ohio State University and a member of the American Dental Association, Spencer was fluent in Spanish and deeply committed to serving others. He gave back through Big Brothers Big Sisters, a huge Bengals and Buckeyes fan, and lived life with energy, laughter, and generosity. Monique was a loving, patient, and joyful mother whose warmth defined her. With a background in childhood education, she brought care and attention to everything she did. She was an excellent baker, a thoughtful planner, and someone who found joy in bringing people together. Her kindness made people feel instantly at home. Together, Spencer and Monique shared a beautiful, strong, and deeply happy relationship. They loved to travel, and boy, did they. I saw them on a boat. I don't know where they were. St. Pete. I don't even know where this place was at. It was beautiful. But they loved to travel, to laugh, and to build a life rooted in love. They were proud parents of 2 beautiful children and their beloved golden doodle, and they created a home filled with warmth, happiness, and connection. We are heartbroken beyond words. While no outcome can ever undo this loss, our family is committed to seeing this tragedy fully and fairly brought to justice and to honoring Spencer and Monique by protecting the future of the children they love so deeply. That's so sad. Like, those kids, they didn't even start school yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these parents, they were robbed. Like, Spencer and Monique were robbed from getting to experience so much with their children. So it says here, police released a video of a person of interest. And if you haven't been on the channel, which I think most of you guys have, but if you haven't, we went over to where he was walking. We traced his steps. I think I did that a couple times. Yeah, I did. So we have 2 videos of that floating around out there in the playlist. But it says the footage doesn't clearly show the person's face. I kind of want to watch the video again. Just because. Have you guys watched this since he's been arrested? I haven't. Just to just to see. Because he had shackles on, and whenever he was brought in, I kind of wish they wouldn't have shackled him. I mean, I'm glad he was shackled, but at the same time, I wish we could have seen his gait a little better. So we could just kind of like match it up to this. So I'm curious to see. I mean, I'm pretty positive it's him, but. And didn't we say he was a big dude? And we were talking about how tall he was and just how big he looked. Well, he was a big dude. He does have a little bit of that pigeon-toed going on, doesn't he? Especially at the end, too. Like, it starts like here, and then at the end, you can see it. Right there. And then it like happens it like I don't know. It just seems like he does have a little bit of a oh, wasn't sharing with you. I thought I was. Sorry. How the hell did I do that? That's like the 4th time in 2 days. I didn't share something with you guys. Dang me. Oh, I thought that was making it bigger. Sorry. I'll play it again. But yeah, he definitely looks pigeon-toed or something. Or it's just the way he's walking. I don't know. There are a lot of big rocks out there. I mean, I about busted my butt on one because I was wearing these boots. But good thing for this Nest camera. I mean, not just this one, but, you know, all of them. The thing is, they probably have him getting out of his car and getting back in. If they have him, like, getting back in, they've definitely got him getting out. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna watch the video here in just a second. It wasn't too long. The press conference wasn't. Okay. So and then on January 8th, we did get some information from the police finally. It seemed like we were waiting for a long time. I mean, 9 days. So Columbus Division Chief Elaine Bryant, which I didn't know that we had a woman chief in Columbus. I like that. Spoke about the investigation for the first time. She shared that the latest details, including what happened in the initial welfare checks of the Tempe household. And then obituary and funeral arrangements were released. Their family remembered the couple as the life of the party and generous with kind hearts. And that was January 9th. Then January 10th, this guy, Mr. Incredible, gets arrested. Mr. Not Incredible. 39 years old. Doctor, surgeon. Man. You throw your whole life. I can't even imagine. Just there's nothing worth it. I guess I think his career was in the shitter personally. I think that was another thing on top of all the other things. And he was seeing how successful Spencer was too. On top of all of it, I think that he had some hatred. Yeah, and it's sad. So it's sad that he hated someone that much that he felt the need that he had to murder them. These were two incredible people. You could tell by the pictures. Yeah, definitely pigeon-toed. Yeah, just walking on down the sidewalk. Okay. So then police wrote an affidavit. We read that. Identified a suspect through neighborhood surveillance video. You know, and that's amazing too, because that means that all those neighbors, you know, took the time, they got their videos, they gave them to the police. And I think the community really helped. So according to the affidavit, detectives identified the vehicle and linked it to McKee. See, now I guess that's makes sense. So I think it was his vehicle. And I said that last night too, that I thought it was his vehicle. I mean, he has to have one because he works an hour and 15 minutes away. Detectives found the vehicle in Rockford, Illinois, and found evidence that McKee had ownership of the vehicle. See, that doesn't make that part doesn't really make sense. Like, it almost sounds like it was a rental, doesn't it? So do you guys think that this was his car? Or do you guys think that he had a rental and he was trying to be like sneaky and get a rental car? You see my polka dotted cup? Isn't that cute? It's got little gold polka dots all over it. As a fellow pigeon tower, I recognize that too. I think pigeon toad's kind of cute though. I'm not gonna lie. You think it was a rental? I'm thinking that too, almost. Like, maybe he has a car, but he just didn't drive his car. Oh, that it was his silver SUV? Oh. Because I know he has to have one, right? And welcome in, everybody. Yeah, like, working that far from home. It's crazy that he works about the same amount of time from his house, to his hospital as Spencer did to his practice. Oh. Yeah, he has no common sense. There is that thing. I mean, that's Brian Koberger. Sorry, but not sorry. That kid had he had no common sense. Like, I think that just went over him. Like, it just went over his head. So, this is the complaint, which we read through. And then they amended it on January 12th. He goes into court. He's a big dude. He's a broad dude. But he wasn't like that all of his life. We looked at pictures of him last night. He was not this big. This could be, like a lot of people were saying, like roids. This could be, this could be roids. So the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office will work with Franklin County officials to extradite. And I have some updates on that too. So we'll listen to the conference that they had. And they should be coming right on. It's only like, I think 12 minutes, it looks like long. And I don't know who did this, but when they did the questions, whoever it was, they turned up the volume. Thank you. We could hear the questions and answers to this one. Usually press conferences suck at the end. You can't hear the questions, but you could hear it here. So, oh, and also before we get any further, somebody a couple of days ago sent me a PayPal. Thank you so much. And then somebody sent me a Cash App a few nights ago. And I said, thank you, but I don't know if you got the memo. So I didn't want to say your guys' name if you don't want me to. So thank you so much.
Good morning. Wanted to be able to bring you
hopefully
back as we
hopefully this one's as loud as the other one I had playing.
Let you know that when we have information, we'd like to bring you back and talk about it. So just wanted to go over a little bit of the timeline. On December 30th, 2025, at approximately 10:04 a.m., Columbus Police Patrol officers were dispatched to the 1400 block of North 4th Street on a well-being check. Officers arrived at scene and located the 2 adult victims suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. We now know that they were identified as Mr. Spencer Tepe and Mrs. Monique Tepe. Their 2 small children were also found in the residence, physically unharmed. On January 10th, 2026, detectives filed warrants charging Michael D. McKee, 39, with 2 counts of murder in the deaths of Spencer and Monique Tepe. Mr. McKee was arrested in Rockford, Illinois without incident. He's currently incarcerated in the Winnebago County Jail and awaiting extradition to Columbus. We believe at this point, we have the person responsible for the murders of Monique and Spencer Tepe in custody, and that person is Michael McKee. This is still an active and ongoing investigation. Detectives are still going through evidence, tips, and videos. We can't speak to all the specific details related to this case, so we don't want to jeopardize the ultimate goal of conviction. But what we can say, this was a targeted attack. This was a domestic violence related attack. As we know, McKee is the ex-husband of Monique Tepe. We can say that we have the suspect's vehicle on neighborhood video surveillance arriving just before the murders and leaving shortly after. Detectives were able to link this vehicle to McKee. The vehicle was located in Rockford, Illinois, and evidence was found that showed McKee in possession of the vehicle before and after the homicides.
Just really quick. I wonder if he parked the car. I don't know why he would do this, but parked the car at the hospital because maybe he rented it from up there and then some Ubered home. I don't know. The way she was saying it was they found the car there. It didn't say but I guess they found him there. So I don't know.
We can also say that multiple weapons were taken from the property of McKee. And there's a preliminary link from our NIBIN to one of the weapons that ties it to the homicides.
AKA ballistics. Dude, did they match the bullet casings to your gun already? Within 10 days? I mean, Whew.
I want to say that our detectives work around the clock to be able to solve this case. But it's equally important to know that while this is gaining national attention, we work around the clock to solve all of our homicide cases. I'd like to bring the mayor up now to have him say a few words.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you all for joining us this morning. I want to thank Chief Bryant, the women and men of the Homicide Division who have done an incredible job on this case and so many other cases, 100 cases solved in 2025 because of their tireless work and professionalism and tips and information from the community that helped us achieve such incredible solve rates. I want to thank also members of the press for sharing timely information, including the video footage of the person of interest that we know now is Mr. McKee. Members of the community for supporting CPD's investigation and for continuing to pray and support the Tepe family, particularly these little children. Just want to take a moment to express gratitude, grief, and resolve, not only for myself, but for the entire Columbus community. Grateful to the Division of Police for their professionalism and persistence and for their tireless work and collaboration that led to this arrest. You followed the facts and evaluated every credible lead with intentionality, integrity, and care for the victims and their families. I also want to thank members of the community who stepped forward with video footage and tips. Like so many cases CPD solved in 2025, the public helped us work this case. It's a clear example of how public safety is strongest when police and community are working together. I'm encouraged by the cooperation that continues to grow between our police and our residents. I pray this collaboration will help us prevent violent crime from happening in the first place, but it's also a powerful, powerful tool for solving crime when it does occur. The tips that were submitted in this case mattered, and I'm grateful to the residents and businesses who shared information. As Chief described, this was a targeted domestic violence attack that resulted in the deaths of 2 people and irreparably changed the lives of their children, families, colleagues, and friends. Our hearts remain with Spencer and Monique, their loved ones, and especially the children impacted by this unimaginable loss. As this case now moves through the criminal justice process, we'll continue to respect this investigation and allow investigators and prosecutors to do their work. As Chief said, we will not do or say anything that will compromise the likelihood of a conviction. One thing we can still offer this family is the best possible chance at a conviction and justice for this unspeakable crime. We can also continue to lift up this family in our thoughts and prayers. I will continue to lift up every one of the 84 families that lost a loved one due to violence in 2025. And I know the Chief and the Division of Police will too, in their thoughts and their actions. I know this case has taken on national interest, but I want to tell each of these families, these 84 families, CPD pursues every case with the same intensity, commitment, and resolve. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, sir. We'll take any questions at this time.
Chief, can you comment on a motive in this case? I mean, why did he allegedly kill Monique and Spencer and also leave the children alive?
At this time, we cannot comment on the motive. Again, part of the investigation.
Did you find any other evidence in his home in Lincoln Park?
What I can tell you is that we did search his property and we have evidence, but I can't speak to any specific evidence.
You said there were no signs.
Can you tell us which police agency arrested
I wonder if he has like a bunch of pictures of her or something like that, you know? Yeah, I think it's just you, Ladybug.
him and where he was taken into custody in Rockford?
Sure. This case is a great example of partnerships. So our partners with Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, ATF, federal agents, took him into custody very close to his place of employment.
can you tell us about McKee's whereabouts between the day of the crime and the day he was picked up?
Part of the investigation, unfortunately, as we talked about, we're not able to share specifics. But what we can tell you is that we have evidence that he was there during the time of the actual homicides.
You said there were no signs of forced entry. Are you able to say any more about how he got into the house?
Unfortunately, we're not able to talk about that at this moment.
Is there any indication he had interactions with the kids, or the kids may have seen or heard anything at this point?
We don't have that information. Again, part of the investigation, there's just certain things we can't talk about.
Neighbors had said that they had seen McKee in the neighborhood and in front of the Tepe home days before the homicide. Can you confirm that?
At this time, we're unable to talk about specific information. But again, when we get additional information, we'll be more happy to share it too.
So, okay. I mean, I don't know about that part, right? The neighbors are saying they saw him in the neighborhood. I don't know. I don't know, because I've been in that neighborhood, what, 5, 6, 7 times now? Like, I mean, way more than that, but I'm just talking about like with this case, right? And I don't think that there could be a neighbor that could be like, yeah, that brown hair girl, that she's been in this back, alley walking up and down it for, days now. Like, they're not very observant. I want to say there. That's what I want to say. They're not very observant. It's not like you have like nosy neighbors like we're going to hear, like, Michael does. He is the nosiest neighbor in the world. She's the only one that's come forward in the whole building. But, they barbecued together one time. I think they cooked beside each other.
To the public.
I know this is an ongoing investigation. I don't know if you can say this, but obviously they were divorced. Are you able to say anything about their relationship after that divorce? It was in 2017. Were they civil? I know he had a second wife as well.
Again, there is, the investigation is still ongoing. Just understand, we're still collecting information. We're still going through a lot of evidence, and there's just some things that we can't speak to right now.
Can you talk about the extradition?
See, she said something about the second wife. And she didn't say no, there's no second wife. But there's nothing on the Franklin County website anyway.
Will you be going to Rockford and pick him up, and when will that happen?
What if we go look at Rockford?
Sure.
Or not Rockford.
We have policy related to extraditions. Felony warrants out of state are primarily handled by extradition companies. And so the determination of whether or not it will be detectives from Columbus or an outside entity, likely an outside entity, but the logistics are being worked out as we speak.
Any idea when that will happen?
I don't know when that will happen.
What kind of weapons did you find in his home?
We can't speak to specific weapons, but we did recover multiple weapons from the home, from his property.
Multiple.
How quickly was McKee?
Multiple. I wonder if he brought multiple with him. Did she say from the home? I missed that part. Okay, we're gonna go back real quick.
We can't speak to.
Likely an outside
I'm sorry,
entity, but the logistics are being worked out as we speak.
Any idea when that will happen?
I don't know when that will happen.
What kind of weapons did you find in his home?
We can't speak to specific weapons, but we did recover multiple weapons from the home.
Okay, so they were at the home. So, okay, they weren't in the car. They were in the home. Wonder, I mean, like, what's multiple? Like, you know what I mean? Like 2, 3, 10, 200, like, Rex Heuermann, Alec Murdaugh?
From his property.
How quickly was McKee a suspect? I know that family told us they pretty much assumed that he was behind this crime.
What I can tell you is that every piece of evidence, every tip that we received, we immediately began to investigate it. So I can't give you a specific timeline, but any information that came in was immediately evaluated and investigated.
Are you able to say about how many tips you received? Obviously, people became really attached to this case.
Do you know specific numbers?
We don't have an exact number of the amount of tips that came in because some of them were the same or similar. So it was numerous, and it was from multiple sources, which was greatly appreciated from the community, the media, the past individuals that were knowledgeable and familiar with the family and then the residents of the area, which ultimately led us to this day right now.
We know
Do you believe
digital
that's him in
forensics
that
play a,
video? Sorry, go ahead.
we know digital forensics and DNA play a big role in investigations these days, but it doesn't happen in 60 minutes with commercial breaks. Is there any sense of the timeline of when some of that information will become available?
I am so over people saying that. Nobody thinks that you're going to get DNA back in 60 minutes with commercial breaks. Everyone always says that, like, this isn't a TV show. This ain't CSI. We are aware of that. Like, anybody that's an adult knows that.
Available to you guys through that testing?
Hate that.
We're continuously looking
get
for
off my
information,
soapbox.
waiting for information. Unfortunately, we can't give you a specific timeline, but we're continuously working
what
to
it
get that
was.
information.
She did say home and then property. So that's what I was wondering. Like, because I'm thinking it's the home. Because at first I was like, well, maybe he like went outside and buried it somewhere, but it's just not really the weather, to be like out there burying things without like a backhoe or whatever. So I would think they were probably in the home, but maybe they were like concealed somewhere, maybe in those big old heaters.
In.
The family mentioned that Monique previously said that he had been abusive towards her in the past. Was there any evidence or indication of that prior to this incident?
What I can tell you is that we did not have any reports, or we did not have any information related to any type of incidents regarding the ex-husband and Monique.
Can you tell us if McKee and Mrs. Tepe had any contact leading up to this incident, months, weeks?
Any stalking concerns there?
Again, what we can share with you, we are sharing with you. There are some things that we can't share for investigative purposes, but what I can tell you again is that we didn't have any reports or anything linked to that specific location as it relates to the ex-husband and Monique Tepe.
Do you believe he's the person in the video that you shared, the person of interest?
We do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, the home is the property too. I just thought maybe, like maybe he was trying to be like sneaky and put it somewhere else. Like, I don't know where he would put it. Thank goodness it was out of his house and he didn't put it at the hospital or something stupid. Like, they have lockers there, but this just came out earlier and it says here, it was filed yesterday, but it just came across my eyes today. But it says, order, whereas the court has been informed that the transport of Michael D. McKee to Franklin County, Ohio will not be feasible by Monday, January 19th. Now, I don't know why. I thought he'd be here by today. It is hereby ordered as follows. The court date previously set for Monday, January 19th at 2 p.m. in courtroom B is stricken. This matter is set for Friday, January 23rd, 2026, at 2 p.m. in courtroom B of the Criminal Justice Center for status on transport. This date shall be stricken if Mr. McKee is no longer in custody of the Winnebago County Sheriff. Now, who lives in Winnebago County? Anybody? Anybody want to go to court? I'd go, but I think it's a far drive for me. What do we have here? So it says, it's just the extradition and consent to return. Pending charges of murder. Demanding state, Ohio, Franklin County. Named defendant, McKee, Michael D. The court has informed me in open court that I have the right to legal counsel and that if I cannot hire legal counsel, I can request and receive appointed legal counsel free of charge to assist me in this matter. The court has informed me in open court that I have the right to an extradition process, including the issuance and service of a warrant of extradition, and that I have the right to challenge the legality of my arrest and to contest extradition proceedings by filing a petition for habeas corpus relief pursuant to, and it gives the code. The court has informed me in open court that I have the right to waive my challenge to my arrest and extradition proceedings. Okay. After consulting with counsel, I hereby exercise my right to waive any challenge to my arrest and extradition proceedings, and I hereby consent to return to the demanding state to face the charges against me. I understand by that by exercising my right to waive extradition, I am giving up other rights listed above. No promises have been made to me and no threats have been made against me to get me to voluntarily return to the Manning state. And then he signed it. And this is the judge's signature. So, okay, I don't have to read this to you because we already know now, apparently, it's a little delayed. Now, I don't know why it's not feasible. Because to me, where I didn't know that Franklin County like contracted out drivers. What you do is you hire a couple of you get a couple deputies or whatever. You get a couple of guys together and say, go get them. Drive the transport van over there, pick his ass up and bring him back to Ohio. But let's see how far. We're on Google Maps it. Google Maps. From Winnebago County Jail to Franklin County. Let's see. Winnebago. I'm probably spelling that wrong. County Jail. Illinois. Okay. Oh, that's a big jail. Oh, he ain't going over that big. Directions to Franklin County Jail. Oh, yeah, just get them on the road now. 7 hours, 18 minutes. Pack them a couple snacky snacks in the lunch pail. They'll be good to go. Or better yet, fly them. Get two guys to go out there and then like take a rental and then fly back with them. I don't know. He is a big dude, though. I'd be kind of scared. Oh, really, Lady Garden? In northern India, it's snowing? Oh, it's not snowing here. Better not start. I like look out the window. The little peak I can see. Wow, so there's some other things I was going to show you before I showed you that stuff. I think that actually might be it. Before I show you the like where I traveled around. I thought there was something. Oh, somebody asked like on Facebook, why would you use a public defender? Why would you hire an attorney in Illinois that's going to represent you for, one court hearing? I wouldn't do that. What's this? Oh, do you want to listen to the nosy neighbor? This lady? Everybody hide. If she comes to your an apartment near you, close your curtains, close everything. She said, yeah, we barbecued together. She's making it seem like, I'm sorry, but she's making it seem like they were a little bit closer than what they were. And then the lady asked her, like, well, did you know him or something? And she's like, no, just barbecued with him one time. So you mean like you probably just used the same grill, like, right? Like there's probably like two grills up there. Maybe he was using one. The other one was already occupied. He got done with his grill and he left and then she grilled something. I don't know. I'm just telling you this. She's something else. She's like me. She's like me, older me. This is 70-year-old Tanya here. There's 60-something or 70-something-year-old Tanya right here. Okay, let's listen to it. It made me laugh.
The Illinois surgeon accused of killing his ex-wife and her dentist husband is awaiting extradition to Ohio after his first court appearance yesterday. Michael McKee is facing 2 counts of aggravated premeditated murder after upgraded charges were filed by Columbus police, and he now faces life behind bars. While McKee decided to stay silent during his hearing yesterday, his attorney revealed how his client plans to proceed.
Mr. McKee believes that the most expeditious manner in which he may defend himself against the charges pending in Ohio and to plead not guilty would be to waive his right to an extradition hearing and to have a governor's warrant and to agree to his immediate transportation to Ohio.
Our next guest is one of Michael McKee's neighbors who is now speaking.
You know what they didn't do for him? And what they did for Koberger, they didn't give him a brand new jail outfit, but they gave Koberger one. They knew for a fact Koberger was going to be in that jail for a while. This guy, he's like just passing through, you're getting junk.
Speaking out about the shocking tragedy, Geraldine Kalarick joins me now. Geraldine, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, you know this man.
Thank you, Carly, for having me. Thank you for
We're glad
having
to
me.
have you, yeah, so that you could share your perspective with us on this
So you
person
can
who you
share his
know, he's your
perspective.
neighbor. What went through your mind when you first found out about his arrest?
I was shocked because this is a man that I met at the pool in my building. We barbecued together, and I really had no idea that this person would be the one who would be committing such a crime. It really shocked me, and it shocked a lot of the neighbors here in the building. And the building also sent out a message to all of us who live here that there's going to be police presence. And there was, and not to worry about anything. And I went upstairs. I'm a journalist,
Audio.
so I went upstairs and I saw that there was a police officer guarding his door, sitting right there in front of it. And then I went up the next day after on Monday, and I went to see him. There was.
So she went out of her way to go up the stairs. She went up every floor, I bet you. Oh. I'm sorry. This is good, okay? This lady's good. She should be the head of the HOA, okay, of the building. She said, yeah, the cops said they were going to have police presence in the building. And instead of just staying in her apartment like she should have, like, you know what I mean? You don't need to be walking the halls. Why you got to be walking the halls for? She's going up to each floor. She's like, and I saw this one person on the other floor guarding the door.
Police from Ohio up there and a crime unit, big crime unit in our garage there at the pier.
Well, police were able to link him to the crime scene because of his car. They say that his car was there before the murders and then left shortly thereafter. Of course, we have to let the trial play out before we reach any solid conclusions on guilt or innocence. But from your interactions with him, what is his personality like? What can you tell us about who you thought he was as a person?
He was a very pleasant person. As I says, I only really talked to him once. And then we would pass each other in the hallway or going into.
I only met him once. But in the beginning of this, I seen him at the pool. We went to the pool. We barbecued. We were all shocked. I was so shocked. The neighbors were shocked. This lady, she should be the president of the whole building. I wonder how many people live in that building. There's got to be hundreds.
To the elevator, and I'd say hello, and he'd say hello. Matter of fact, I forgot.
Like when you're being polite. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. She said she would get in the elevator and say hello, and then he'd say hello. Are we kidding? I mean, like, we can't be mad at him for saying hello to her. She's
his name until a reporter from ABC.
She didn't even know his name.
Showed me his picture. I says, I want to see his picture. And I says, oh my gosh, I know this man. And it really amazed me because he was a very quiet person, but very nice, and nothing to suspect that this man would have such rage. But of course.
How does this lady, this interview really had me really, oh my goodness, I was pulling my hair out because I was like, how does she even know? If she barbecued with this guy one time, didn't know his name. She didn't even know his name. Show me a picture. I need a picture. I need a picture. This lady's, she is probably out there. Like, she's probably in the hallways, like, I'll vacuum the hallways. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to clean them. I'll clean them. I'm going to clean it right over here by this door so I can hear what's going on.
Of course, Carly, people get really obsessed in everything, especially in relationships involving love and exes and so on. And something drove this man to that. Something drove him, even though it was almost 10 years since the.
No, she doesn't even see him every day. She said she saw him there once. She saw him once at a barbecue. One time at the barbecue at the pool. And then she'd see him in the elevator sometimes.
It's maybe something on social media. Maybe you saw something on her page, her Facebook page, or her husband's Facebook page that led him to him. I can't believe that he did something like this. And I know that the police were in his apartment and they're looking for a lot of clues, Maybe his
Audio is
shoes
terrible.
have something, some imprint on the snow or something like that, that he was outside there. Maybe there's some imprint on their carpet or something. So they were really going through his apartment, and I saw them taking things and putting clothes and things into boxes.
Wow.
And taking that away. They were here for 2 days from Columbus, Ohio.
And he's a surgeon dedicating his life to saving lives. And if found guilty, could you imagine living with that level of hatred for so many years? And now 2 babies don't have loving parents as a result. Geraldine, we wanted to have you on because you have a very interesting perspective, and we thank you so much for sharing that with us this morning. Geraldine.
And you know what? The real victims are the children on this whole thing here. And it's really horrible thinking that somebody who went through all this education and so on, and to become a doctor, to give up his life to something like this. It's a shame. It's a shame. And we should all.
Spencer and Monique.
Maybe say a little prayer for him too, as well as for the children.
Spencer and Monique, you mean too?
Because this is a horrible thing. It's going to affect a lot of people, especially the children. They are the true victims of this.
Absolutely. And we pray that they have a strong support system.
So the kids are the victims, which I do agree with that. They are true victims in this, right? They're surviving victims. But she didn't say one word about Spencer and Monique. I was just like, I mean, she didn't know Michael's name, so she probably doesn't know Spencer and Monique's name either, right? Oh, someone called me. Not like it's anybody important. Probably just one of them telemarketers or something. I don't get telemarketers, but I do get like people wanting to give me business loans. Okay, let's watch a little bit of this video. Okay, so I had 2. I have to get them because they're like behind. Okay, they're like behind the live. So which one of these is first? Okay, I think this is first. Okay. Just stop sharing that. And then I think this might be small. I think it's because I'm like filming like up and down maybe. And I need to film, like move my camera. Like instead of filming this way, I need to film like this way. And then for some reason, I don't know if it's like these things, like I got these protector things on the back of my camera. I don't know if that's like causing my camera to be kind of blurry because it's a brand new phone, right? But it was kind of blurry a little bit, not like bad, but like on some of the videos I did, it was kind of bad. I was like, what the heck? So like, see how like this one's kind of small. So sorry about that. I can't make it any bigger either, which I don't think I can. No, I can't, which sucks. Let me see. I was trying to see if I could. Now I got to get to it. Sorry. You have to do it on a different screen. Okay, so I have the volume down. So this is basically where we're driving right here. And you're like you're not gonna be very high up. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually I have this other. So this is a phone holder that Vincent got me, and it works really, really, really well. But I have one that like sticks on the car and has like a movable arm, and I think I'm just gonna keep it and put it on the car too. I mean, it's fine. So this is like if you're going towards Monique and Spencer's house from, those apartments, like down the alley. So their alley, goes like behind their house. That's where we're at, but we're heading towards their house. So like if we were walking, if we were the suspect, but we're in a car. So, and I'm just going to take you around the neighborhood. And I'll just leave it play actually while I talk to you because it's like 6 minutes long. So. And you can even see the clock, 5:26. That clock didn't have the right time for like 2 years because Vincent wasn't sure how to fix it. And guess who fixed it? I did. I'm so proud of that. I wonder if I can make me bigger. There we go. Because I mean, this is going to be small anyway. Oh, I took it off the screen. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. What's this one do? Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to see which one's the best one. It's probably this one. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so this, see how it's like foggy or like fuzzy? I don't know why it's fuzzy like that. I'm gonna have Vincent look at it. Actually, I'm gonna text him right now because I'll forget to have him look. Hey, will you look at my camera after I'm done with my live? It appears to be blurry. I don't know if it's the things that's on it. Because when it's on me, it's not blurry. Yeah, that's another thing. It's so like when it's on me, like when I was having the camera on me, facing me, it wasn't blurry at all. But for some reason, when I turn it, it's blurry. So I think it's those things. I think they're just crappy. And I'm sorry, I'm jiggling you a little bit. I do have another. Vincent actually found this option. I think it was after I already did this. Yeah, it is. It's like it's the way that where my camera holder is. So I was just saying I'm going to keep. So I'm going to keep this one that has like a little arm, and then that way I can like post it up a little bit more. So sorry about that, Dread Lover. I don't know. It could be a setting. I really don't know this phone very well, and it does all kinds of really good videos. I know it does. That's why I got it. I got it to do more pre-recordeds, which I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to do a live on my second channel today. So if you guys are not subscribed to Unfiltered with Tanya, Tanya, make sure you are, because I'm a little unfiltered over there, a little sassier, a little spicier. But I think today we're just going to do some something fun. So I had like I'm going to do a live, or I mean I'm going to do a video or a live. I don't know which yet. I bought like a bunch of different hand sanitizers. You know those ones that like squirt in your hand, like those. And I wanted to see which one was like the best. And I thought we could like figure that out together. So I got some from Dollar Tree. I got some from Target. I have some from Ulta, but I want to get a new one. So they're all in the packages so we can read the packaging better. Yeah, I want to do that. And then I wanted to do a live over like, this is like more girly stuff, but you know, like the products that I'm keeping to use, like I'm going to keep using stuff that like my empty stuff that I'm not going to use anymore. Things like that. Because you guys always ask me like what I use on my face and stuff. So I figured I'd let you know. But yeah, this is the whole neighborhood. I drove this whole neighborhood, drove all around. We can actually go over to the other one. Man, I'm really jiggling. Look at that car jiggling. I think I am going to keep the other one. I'm going to keep the other phone holder. I do like this one though, because like it does hold your phone really well. It like locks in your vent. Like I used to have one that just slid in the vent and my phone would fall. And like I need a new screen protector already, but I broke like 4 screen protectors in a matter of like a week. It was so bad. I almost told him to take the phone back. Like I thought I was cursed. Like I almost went back to my old iPhone. Like, hey, Bucci Maine, how you doing? We're just cruising over here, you know. This isn't a bad neighborhood. It's really not. I mean, it just has a lot of, you know, kind of rundown houses. Now, I will say, on the other side of the block, maybe not so good. Maybe there's some apartments like down the road from them, you know, that aren't really so good. But overall, the area, like it's a lot of older homes, but it seems like a lot of like maybe like not even college kids, like older families. Like this home here says like it's not a bad home. It's just a little bit older. It's not like these aren't bad homes, like for the most part. Hey, there's Mary Beth. Look at that. Maybe I was driving too fast. Am I Ladybug? Ladybug, I'm driving too fast. Uh-oh. I stopped right there, though. These are all one-way streets, too. I hate one-ways. This is going back towards their house, I believe. I should know by now, but I believe it is. I believe the road is coming up that you turn on. This window needs cleaned. I just cleaned it. It is near downtown. Yeah. It is. So like, if you turn around, like, okay, so if you're facing their house, I'm trying to think. Okay, so yeah, if you're facing their house looking at it, if you look to the left, that's downtown, like north. I think it's north. Yeah, that'd be north. And like their wedding pictures, those pictures were done right outside of their house. So right here is where the guy was walking again. So I just went and looped back around. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was going to say now. Because you said I just saw someone say snow. No, I'm not ready for no snow, Gucci. But it is near downtown, yeah. So all their wedding pictures, those beautiful ones that were like out in the snow, they literally just went outside of their house and went in the middle of the road. Pretty good idea. I mean, it's a one way, right? You get out there fast enough, you take your picture, yep. You run back fast. Oh, no, I'd be nervous. I'd fall and bust my butt. Oh, thank you, Mary Beth, for gifting the membership. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Who got it? Dread Lover, look at that. Somebody that's in the chat got it. Okay, so I have another video I could play for you guys. It's just a little, I think it's just, area video. This one, I'm somewhere else. Is that first? I can't read it from here. We'll see. Oh, here, let me turn it down so it's not like in your ear loud. Is it like it's blurry? I don't know why I'm not been check that out. Maybe that's 6th. Maybe that's 4th. Hell, I don't know. Little parking garage there. This is High Street, I think. No, that's Long Street right there. Yeah, I think I'm on High Street right here, like downtown. We did see that she owed him something, but it was like only like a couple thousand or something. And welcome on in, everybody. I'm trying to, this is, I think, I don't know why I went this way, but I think I was just taking you guys a different way. And I do have video that I took of me going into the dental school. I really wish those pictures were still up. That way we could have saw Spencer's graduating class. And then when I go down to the endo Friday, when I go to endo, I'm taking y'all with me. I need some meta glasses. That's what I really need. Because I don't like holding my phone, like camera. I just don't like filming people, right? Which I don't know why I don't. Like, I should film all of my stuff. Why not? I'm teaching them. Let them teach y'all. Yeah, with the 20, yeah. But I wonder if she paid it. Because it doesn't seem like that much money. Like, $2,100. Like, I mean, she was working at Nationwide. She had a decent job. I think she was making more than him at one point. That might be the old shoe factory. I don't know where I'm taking you. I'm like, I don't know where I'm taking you. I just pressed record. It'll tell us in a minute. I don't know why I didn't look before I played it. I'm not going too fast. See all those cars going around me? I'm doing pretty good. Am I driving all right? Yeah. It looks familiar. I just can't remember where it's at. I think I'm on one of those side roads. Welcome in, everybody. We're just watching video that I took from around the area of Spencer and Monique's house. And I am going to come back on maybe later and I might do a live tonight over on my second channel. We haven't been over there in a while. Oh, look, I'm small again. How did that happen? Why don't want to make me bigger? Well, son of a gun. There it is. I don't know how these work. It was gloomy. It was gloomy that day. It's been cold. Like what was it? The first day wasn't bad. It was cold, but it wasn't bad. The second day it was like gloomy and rainy and it was just freezing. And then third time, I can't remember. Fourth time was the celebration that I just went up there for. So I think I've been up there 4 times. 4 or 5. It was kind of funny, like, when I went up there because I haven't been up, like, on that side of campus in so long, and some of, like, the old places that I used to go to when I was in, like, my 20s, they were still there. I was so surprised that some of those bars were still there and they were still under the same name. Normally, they'll change names and stuff, but some of the I don't know, some of the ones that were, like, older I don't know, older establishments, they stayed there for a while, so they've been there for a while. Like, there's new apartments there. You can tell, like, in this area, they are trying to, like, get it to look nicer and stuff. I don't know. I think this video is almost over. Oh, yeah, we're going back towards their house again. It looks like. I guess I was just taking you different ways to their house. Yeah, if you don't mind, hit the button. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. I am going to go up and get more video. On Friday, I have to go to the dentist. And so I want to get some video in there because I know that's where he went to school. And I think that would be kind of interesting. This is the alleyway, I think, right beside their home. Oh, yeah, it is. I'm going into it now. Okay. And then this guy was backing up into the garage when I first got there. Remember, well, you don't remember. I don't know if I told you guys. But I was like, oh, crap. Because I wanted to go up the steps in the middle there. So in the middle of these 2 apartments right here, there's a set of stairs. I think I'm trying to move. Yeah. So I'm trying to move the camera over so I can see it. But now, so then I take it out. That's the thing. See the steps? Oh, shit. Of course, right at the last minute. Okay. So I ended up going up these steps because I was wondering, like, because when we saw Michael or the suspect or this person, whoever that guy was, right, walking down the alleyway, we saw him go past these 2 apartment buildings, or at least one of them. And so I think it was just one that we saw him go by. So I thought maybe he came down these steps and parked on this road. So where this Honda's parked, if you go through their like driveway a little bit, like you'll be on another road. I just said it. Hayden or something. That's not right. I forget what Hamlet. So you'll be on Hamlet. And I think that he was on, like, he may have parked over there and then maybe walked through these 2 houses and maybe came down this way. I'm not sure though. I mean, it's just my guess. Oh, Cincinnati. Yeah. I just don't like Cincinnati roads. Downtown, I don't mind it like as much as I just don't like the roads. I don't know. Really? You went to the John Bonet house? That was probably interesting. Thanks, Mary Beth. Yeah, join my Patreon. Oh, I hate driving to Cincinnati. I hate it more than anything. Vincent's like, it's not that bad driving. I'm like, yeah, it is. It is real bad. Oh, thanks, Mary Beth. And thank you guys all for being here. I was going back up in the chat. Oh, thanks, Laura. We do have a good chat here. Hey, Crystal. Oh, there's my dogs sleeping. I'm like, the dogs are sleeping. You look a lot like my cousin. Right on my head, you do. You look a lot like her. So we have a lot of people from Ohio in here. That's awesome, though. I love that. I need to do an Ohio tour. shoot, after this case, I might know a lot of you. I'll be going up for, I am going to go up for some of the court hearings. Nobody come get me, right? No one come try to steal me. But I'm thinking, I know I want to go for like opening statements and stuff like that, of course, but that might not happen for another year or two. You know, he may waive his speedy trial. This may be like another Brian where they don't do a preliminary. We don't get nothing about nothing, but hopefully we will. I don't know. They're not really treating it like, I don't know. They're just kind of like, we'll get them when we get them. I think you need to get your butt over there. Pack your snacky snacks, your Slim Jims, your chips, your lunch meat. You know your mama did that when you were a kid. If you're over the age of 40 also, because that's what my mom did. She'd be like, we are not stopping on the turnpike for nothing. Oh, you live in Kentucky now? Do you like it? I like Kentucky. It's a big state. Thank you, Susie. Yeah, I actually have a whole video. We did a video over it. Wow, how long ago was that? Probably like a couple months ago. We did like now it's a long live, but it's worth the watch. It was a 3-hour live, but that live, you guys gave me just like thinking about it now, you guys like really helped me. You let me load it off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I thought that live was going to be exhausting. I thought I was going to be tired afterwards. I thought I was going to hate it. I thought I really did. I thought all those things, I really did. And then come to find out, I really thoroughly enjoyed that live. And I learned some stuff about the accident. We were reading through it. So I did do a live. I read through all the police reports. I read through everything. So it wasn't just my word, because I don't want anyone to just take my word. But basically what happened in a nutshell, I was the passenger in a really horrific car accident. And the driver hit a tree going 60 miles per hour. So the impact was 120. And the engine came in on me. So I was stuck in the car for a long time, hours and hours. And I'm made of metal now. Lots of metal. Lots and lots of metal. I actually was like going through like my shorts or something. And some girl was talking about her titanium. And she was just feeling like down and out. And I was like, I wrote like a sweet message because I was like, you got this. Hey, Brian Rambles. Is that your dog? Oh, look at that dog. That's cute. Hey, Cat Ride. Yeah. Yeah. He had a malpractice lawsuit for him. Yep. I couldn't. Nope. You're a better person, bigger person than me, stronger. In your back. Oh my gosh. I do, lady. I knew it was raining the day before it was even raining. Like I was so like stuck in bed. Like I was like, why do I feel like just like, it's not like a painful feeling. It's more of someone sitting on you. Like you feel like an elephant sitting on you. And then I like got up and I like pulled the curtains and I was like, oh, So. Oh, thanks, Mary Beth. Oh, that is a cute dog. I got a couple dogs back here. Oh, they're sleeping together again. They'd be cute. The cat wanted out earlier. That's why I turned the camera off because he was at the door. He has been wanting so much stuff. I don't know what else to give him. I give him food. I give him treats. I give him loving. He's just crazy. Yeah, he was running. He ran from a speeding ticket too. I don't know if you heard, but back in the day, this isn't bad, right? This isn't like it was a speeding ticket and like a seatbelt ticket or something. But I looked it up and I was reading through the docket and it said on there that he had a bench warrant. So it said he did not come. He did not appear. and they put out a bench warrant for him. So, but then he ended up paying it online, and so I think either his dad called or helped him, or he got a lawyer to help him in that situation, not go to jail, because you can hire a lawyer, and the lawyer can talk to the people in the at the clerk's office or whatever, and be like, or the judge or whoever it is, and they can be like, hey, can we pay this and skip this person going to jail? And most of the time, if it's your first offense, the judge will do it. They'll give you one. Now, if you do this repeatedly, they're going to revoke your RO. They're not going to let you out on your own recognizance. They're going to give you a bail. And then if you do it again, then your bail is just going to go higher, higher, higher. So. Oh, yeah. See, that's what happened to him. Oh my gosh. I go to Ohio State Hospital. That's what gets me. Like, I don't have the vascular needs, but I've been going there since 2014. Oh, Susie Chews, I'm glad that you're okay. That's a terrible age to get in an accident. My dad was hit by a car at 3. They didn't think he was going to survive. I think that we're going to find stuff out in more states too, Brian. That's what I was actually looking up marriage licenses in Cook County, and it looks like that you have to I don't know. It's weird. I think you have to actually pay for the license, but I don't want to. I just want to see who I just want to see we can in Ohio. So I might have to go to a different page. I'm not the greatest at this kind of stuff. And if you guys need any case updates, I have a whole playlist. I think we've went over everything. We've been on this. Okay. I have to say we have been on this stuff. Not just me, y'all have been. You guys will tell me stuff that I'm like, what? And you'll be like, no, yeah, this just happened or something. And so yeah, it was just something I think we went through his whole docket. So all of the stuff I don't know why there's child abuse on there. That could be let's say that's a misspeak with the court. Okay, what about the domestic violence shelter? Why was Monique going to one? Why did she not have a place? I'm just you know what I mean? It's sad. Oh, Arthur is old. Was he remarried? I don't know. So that's the big question. I don't think so. But then the reporter asked about it today, and the cops, the law officer or the chief or whatever, she didn't say he wasn't married before. So I don't know. But if he was married, it must have been a short marriage. Again, probably. And why? There's a reason you go from, let's say, 6 foot, 140 pounds, 40 pounds to 6 foot to over 200. That man is not 200 pounds. You are not going to convince me that man is only 200 pounds. There's no way. Put him on a scale. Yeah, a lot of people were talking about this AM. I think, when did we talk about that? I think when we first got his record. I'm trying to think of how that started. Oh, Tanny, I ain't doing that. I would if I didn't have extensions, probably. Maybe I'll do. I could do it on top of my head. Don't tempt me, Tanny. Maybe we could do it on Vincent. He don't have hair though. He has a scalp and the little buzz. I'm kind of wanting to know, did they have hair dye for $1.25 or $1.50? Their prices be going up. But I do have the hand sanitizers. I have 4 from Dollar Tree. I was like, I'm gonna get 4. And then I got 2 today from Target. And then I have 2 that are Touchland, but I want to get like 2, or 1 new one. Oh, maybe he was married. Thank you, Brian. That's so nice of you. Hot Mess Express got it. Look at that. I like that name. So, okay. Let me see what was I going to say? His next court date, we saw that. When was that? It was down here, I think. I have all these. I have like a bunch of documents I need to like go through them. What was it, like the 26th, I think? Something like that. And then we'll go over more things before then. More things will be coming out, of course. But I wanted to see if I can find that. Upgrade charges. I think this is. I know that there's some stuff in here about the complaint of, right here, I think. Medical malpractice. We'll have to go through this. Maybe we'll do this on our next live. We'll go through his medical malpractice suit because we talked about it, but we didn't go through the actual document. And I like to go through documents. I like to read them. And we also need to go back over to Idaho and read the documents over there as well. Well, thank you, Mary Beth. That was so sweet of you. Look at that, Jessica got it. Well, come on in. So we don't know if he has a second ex-wife for sure, but we're hearing it both ways, Let's put it in like AI or something. Like it'll at least read it for us. Read the things for us. So did my key. Oh, it was actually pulled up. Okay, go to add. So it says based on current reports, no official confirmation that he remarried after his 2017 divorce from Monique. While various unsubstantiated social media rumors have suggested he may have remarried, with claims ranging from a second marriage occurring just 1 month after his divorce to a marriage to a man. Yeah, that was someone else's name. Investigative records and family statements have not verified these reports. Well, there's been no family statements. Okay. Yeah. So, now I want to know. Yeah, we've heard it both ways. I think we're like around 100. We don't have that many. We need more. We need more members. Because then I can get you guys more emojis and stuff. Let me see. Where did I just go to? I don't even know what I just went to. Okay. Oh, we're having 108. We need more members. There are some people on this platform that have like 2,000 members. I'm like, and their memberships are like $3.99. I'm like, y'all, why didn't start out only at $1.99? We'd be doing pretty good over here. But if you do want to become a member, I will paste the link in the chat for you. And I'll be back on later. I think that we'll go on the second channel. We haven't been over there in a while. I need to get you guys over there. So there is that. You think they can run his phone? That geofence? Yeah. How many times he had been to their house in the middle of the night, like BK did in Idaho? Oh yeah, yeah. Right. I think they will, especially if neighbors are saying that they saw him. Because I mean, when I was there, I didn't see any neighbors outside. Like y'all were with me. There was nobody. And the houses are like, I don't know. It's just, that to me is just a little weird. You know, it's just weird. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys aren't familiar with my second channel and you do want to come over there later this evening, I'm going to go live and just talk some shit and hang out with you guys. It's called Unfiltered with Tanya, Tanya. I can never point the right direction. Why can't I ever do it? It's like opposite or something right there. But you guys can come over there. I'll probably go live like 8 or something, 7 or 8. It's been a little while. Thank you, Ladybug. Yeah, come join us over there. We're a small channel. We're growing. I'm not sure what we're doing with the channel, but we're just doing whatever we want right now. You know, I want to do like more things that are behind the scenes. I think I'm actually going to do some lives over on that channel soon, like within the next couple of days. And I'm going to go through and declutter. I don't have a mess, but I have enough to where it's like, you can get rid of like some old stuff, like especially like stuff you just don't need to keep a hold of. I don't know. I buy makeup and stuff for like a special occasion, and then that special occasion never, arises. Even when it does, I'm like, nope, it needs to be a different special occasion. And then it goes bad. Yeah. So we're gonna see what's I'm just gonna take you guys with me. That way you guys can talk to me while I'm, doing stuff around the house. So, and I thought about even doing I saw another creator do this where she opens her chat up and she'll play like music or she'll do like little videos, but she'll let the chat just be open for people that want to come in and just talk about like a true crime case or just want to talk to each other or do something like that. So maybe even something like that we might do. But yeah, if you have any special critiques for the channel, put them in the comments below. Don't be too mean. Don't be too mean. Don't complain about my music or nothing. But thank you guys for being here. I'll be back on later. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you guys all tonight. Bye, guys.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got 1 too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count